This week, federal movement in management and economy. First thing this week is the creation of the Arizona Territory. On the 24th, President Abraham Lincoln signed into law an act creating the Arizona Territory. Using the 109th median, it is separated from the New Mexico Territory. Right around there. The House stipulated that Tucson is to be the capital, but the Senate removed that condition. John A. Gurley is Lincoln's choice to lead the new provincial government. The next day, Congress passes the National Currency/Bank Act, which President Lincoln then signs into law. It creates the office of Comptroller of the Currency. It hopes to create a national banking system under the Comptroller's direction. The U.S. hasn't had a national bank since 1836. The Comptroller will give banks a national charter at his own discretion, restricting them with loans and requiring higher capital, but will be given securities and the ability to sell war bonds. To further incentivize the transformation of state banks into federal ones, they allowed the banks to get US-backed bonds to strengthen the reliability of their individual currency. And the first comptroller picked is Hugh McCullough. Mr. McCullough was the president of the Bank of Indiana, which was one of the best banks during his presidency. He got the job for his success as a cashier, manager, and lawyer, being one of the few people skilled in the young state to manage the bank, and being amongst the even fewer pool of people who wanted to do it. He's against the national bank and fought against national legislation for over a year. But as he failed in his goal to stop national banking, Secretary of the Treasury Salmon P. Chase saw an opportunity. He takes on the office with great care, not wishing to charter new banks, but instead work with the already experienced managers to strengthen the national economy. Jumping ahead to December of this year, we see how he believes banking should be done. Let no loans be made that are not secured beyond a reasonable contingency. Do nothing to encourage speculation. Give facilities only to legitimate and prudent transactions. Distribute your loans rather than concentrate them in a few hands. Large loans to a single individual or firm, though sometimes proper or necessary, are generally injurious and frequently unsafe. Large borrowers are apt to control the bank. If you doubt the propriety of discounting and offering, give the bank the benefit of the doubt and decline it. If you have reasons to distrust the integrity of a customer, close his account. Never deal with a rascal under the impression that you can prevent him from cheating you. Pay your officers such salaries as will enable them to live comfortably and respectably without stealing, and require of them their entire services. If an officer lives beyond his income, dismiss him. Even if his excess of expenditures can be explained consistently with his integrity, still dismiss him. Extravagance, if not a crime, very naturally leads to crime. The capital of a bank should be reality, not a fiction, and it should be owned by those who have money to lend, and not by borrowers. Pursue a straightforward, upright, legitimate banking business. Splendid financing is not legitimate banking, and splendid financiers in banking are generally either humbugs or rascals. Then there are Sickles. He just does his job. That's it. A stable general with a good work drive. And he has a third corps commander waits eagerly for the next battle, to whip Lee. That's where the week ends. With the Civil War going on for so long, the CSA's economy is at war with the USA's. Production of weapons, farming of food, and purchasing of foreign supplies are necessary for both sides' war efforts. Lincoln's acts so far have moved to nationalize and centralize the economy in the hands of executively appointed commissioners and secretaries in D.C. The reforms have been successful in raising capital for the national government, and some say have kept the economy stay afloat during the war. But with conscription coming and mass volunteers, the workforce for private enterprise has been gutted, and the nation's financial future is uncertain. Hello, it's the entire Civil Week by Week team here, and I would like to take the time to thank my patrons, Rick, I'm not even trying to pronounce your last name anymore, Sam Aronow, John Fox, and Kevin Mack. Your guys' support means the world to me. I would also like to thank everyone who watches whatever I do. Around now, you should be seeing recommended video, playlist, and subscribe. And I would recommend anyone to watch more of this so you can try to understand my gobbledygook. And if you haven't subscribed, please do, and join me next week as we see how the war continues.